Hi students, today in this mathematics class we are going to study about trigonometry. Now basically trigonometry is defined as the study of the relationships between the sides and the angles of a triangle, and especially a right angled triangle. Now when I talk about triangle, let me draw a rough triangle for you. So I'm drawing a roughly right angled triangle. Why am I calling it right angle? Because this angle is 90 degrees. Okay. So if I call my triangle A, B, C. Okay. This is 90 degrees. So it becomes a right angled triangle. And the other two angles, that is A and C, they both will be acute angled triangles. Acute angles, because they will be less than 90 degrees. Now if you remember your Pythagoras theorem, the side opposite 90 degrees we call hypotenuse. So over here in our case, AC becomes the hypotenuse. Okay, and this will be the largest side of your triangle, right angled triangle. Hypotenuse is always the largest side. Now coming back to this triangle where I am saying that ABC is, the angle B is right angled, so ABC is a right angled triangle. Now if I talk of angle A, first leave angle C alone, I am not considering angle C just now. So I am just talking of angle A. In my angle A, which will be the side opposite to angle A? Obviously the side which is exactly lying over here, I will call it the opposite side. Okay. Technically this side is also the base of the triangle, because it is at the bottom, it is forming the base of my triangle. Okay. So I will call it, for angle A, this will be my opposite side or the base. And AB will be called the adjacent side of the triangle. Adjacent means next to. Okay. So when a side is lying next to the angle, it is called the adjacent side. Or if I look at the triangle, this is also the height of the triangle. Okay. But we are mostly concerned with opposite and adjacent. Now why am I considering this as adjacent and not this? Because this I have already given a name to, I have called it hypotenuse. So let that be hypotenuse only, and the other side next to A is my adjacent side. Okay. So how will I develop a relationship between these various sides and the angle? And just now I am only talking about angle A. Okay. So basically, now let's start determining our ratios for angle A of our triangle. Okay. The first ratio, the basic ratio defined is sine A. Okay, this can be sine theta. That is, I am using the name of the angle. In my triangle, the name is A. So I am going to call it sine A. Okay. Or if they have given us some value over here, say 30 degrees or something, I will write sine 30 degrees. So that is also possible. Here I am simplifying it, I am calling it sine A. Now the formula for sine A, or the ratio rather for sine A, is opposite side upon hypotenuse. So for any angle, the sine of that angle, this is the name of the ratio. Okay, actually its spelling is SINE. This is the short form which we are using. So the sine of any angle is opposite side to that angle upon the hypotenuse of your triangle. Okay. So are we understanding that without hypotenuse you cannot calculate sine? And therefore these ratios are always calculated for right angled triangles only. Okay. Now how will I define this opposite side? I have already written over here in my diagram that my opposite side is BC and my hypotenuse is AC. So Sine A is nothing but BC upon AC. Okay, so this is how we define the sine of an angle. Now suppose they had given us the numbers over here, that BC is this much and AC is this much. Then I would use those numbers and I would get a ratio in terms of a fraction or a number. Okay, it can be a whole number also, or it can be a fraction also. Okay, so basically this is how you define your sine. So this was about the first ratio. Now let us go to the second ratio, and that I am going to call cos A. Cos is short form for cosec, C-O-S-E-C, cosec A, or in short form you can write it as cos A. Now here for any angle, the cos of that angle is adjacent side, I am writing a short form here, adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Okay. So again I am considering only angle A, and which is the adjacent side for angle A? This one, AB. So I am going to now define it in terms of the sides. AB upon hypotenuse is not changing, that remains AC. So this is how I define my cos of an angle. For any angle, if you have to find cos, you will take the adjacent side, but the adjacent side other than the hypotenuse, because hypotenuse will also be the adjacent side, one of the adjacent sides. So here I am going to take the other adjacent side upon hypotenuse and define it. If you have numbers over here, you will get a ratio for your cos also. And the third basic ratio is tan. Tan A. You heard of tangent in terms of circle. So here also the full form is the same, tangent, but here we are using it in terms of a triangle and not a circle. So tan A is opposite side upon adjacent side. Okay, what is my opposite side? BC. I am again talking about A. So from terms of A, my opposite side is BC and my adjacent side is AB. So this is my tangent A. Again, if I have the values over here, I will get a fraction for this particular ratio. So these are three basic ratios: sine, cos and tan. Now suppose if I want to define tan in terms of sine and cos, let us do a small kind of a proof over here. So if I am saying tan A is opposite side upon adjacent side. Okay. Now let me write down something for you over here. Let me take my sine A upon my cos A. What is sine A? We have already defined it as BC upon AC, or I can use opposite side upon hypotenuse. So I am going to write it as opposite side upon hypotenuse. Okay, and upon, what is my cos A? Adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So let me write that, adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So both the denominators over here are the same. So I can cancel those denominators. And what do I get? I get opposite side upon adjacent side. But what is that? Opposite side upon adjacent side is nothing but tan A. Therefore, for any angle, now let us call it theta. Theta is just an imaginary number which you give to an angle or a variable. Okay. So tan theta is nothing but sine theta upon cos theta. So this is how we have established a relationship not only between the different sides and how they affect the angles of a triangle, but we have also established a relationship among the three different ratios. So when I say sin theta upon cos theta, suppose in a sum you have been given sin theta and you have been given cos theta, that is the values, then you simply divide that and the answer will be equal to tan theta. Okay, so hope you have understood these basic ratios in trigonometry. From these ratios I can derive some other ratios also. So that we'll be seeing in the next lecture. Thank you.